G'day everyone, what's going on? It's your favorite producer from down under, Jin, back with another video. And in this one, I'm going to be breaking down a rage beat that I made. I'm going to be giving you guys some tips as well in regards to what you can do when it comes to making rage beats. But yeah, if you are new here, really would appreciate it if you hit that subscribe button and also flick that notification bell so you get notified every single time that I upload a video. Also, just a reminder that I do stream live over on Twitch every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I'll leave the link to it yet again somewhere around here, maybe in front of my face again. Feel free to follow me over there and catch up with the shenanigans of me making beats. Every Friday, I do feedback as well. So if you do want some feedback, 7 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Times, because I am Australian, feel free to jump in, throw a link in chat. I'll give you some feedback as well. You know, it's just a nice big community over there. But yeah, with that being said, let's get into FL Studio. Let's deconstruct this rage beat. Okay, so here we are in FL Studio. As you can see, it is a whole bunch of audio files because I have rendered out the tracks to WAV. That's one thing I can suggest as well. If you don't have a decent PC that can't handle, you know, opening multi instances of Serum, I do recommend, hey, look, you know, render it out, bounce it out to a WAV, will save your CPU in the long run. So first tip right there. But yeah, when it came to making this rage beat, which I did make live over on Twitch on Wednesday, I was just literally, you know, trying to think of a chord progression that would actually work, something that, you know, had some energy with it. I wanted something, you know, a little bit choppy because I was going to throw in, you know, some dubstep growls, some basses. So I was just thinking, you know, what chord progression sounds good? So I was just, you know, fucking around a little bit practically, just trying to figure out a chord progression. And I stumbled upon this one, which is actually in the key of F sharp minor. So I'm just going to be playing this one. I will make it easier for you guys as well. Just go view, scale highlighting, flick it on F sharp so you guys can see exactly what's going on. It's just F sharp minor natural, not a harmonic. So we'll go like that. There we go. But this is the chord progression that I have. The preset in Serum is just chord shuffle from the Cymatics pack. It's the free one. Literally just jump on the Cymatics website. It's, if I remember correctly, X for Serum starter pack. You know, it's the basic one. So this is what this sounds like altogether. The chords broken up. As you can see, you know, I've left parts at the end of each bar here and here, mainly due to the fact that I wanted, you know, to add in a bass. And if I had the chords going while the bass was playing, it was going to get a bit too muddy. That's something I can suggest as well. It's not just for rage beats, it's for a lot of beats in general, a lot of genres, is if you're going to be having something playing on top of something, see what it sounds like removing one of the elements just to see if, you know, it makes it a little bit more clearer, a little bit more easy to listen to. It's not as muddy. So that is the chord progression that I had there. Then with the basses, I started off with this one here, which yet again comes from the Cymatics kit. It's literally just called Suicide Squad, and it sounds like so. It's just like a yoink practically. Then with this one here, this is just a bass called Going In, yet again from the Cymatics kit, and it sounds like so. You know, yet again, it's just a little bit more aggressive, a little bit more, you know, it has a bit more energy to it. Words were not coming to me. Then we do have this lead as well, just basically going down, then back up with both instances, and that sounds like so. And the preset from that one, yet again, is actually the Apprentice kit from Producer Grind. Literally just jump on Google, search Producer Grind. This is another free kit. Really, really, really good with everything that was there at the time. Then we do have this ARP. Now, I got the idea from the ARP, yes, from... what's the most recent one that came out? Betrayal. Yeah, I got the ARP idea from the song Betrayal, which also has Drake on it as well. But I honestly just liked how that sounded. I just wanted to see if I could implement something similar to my beat. Now, you can do that. You can get inspiration from something. Don't actually full blow, you know, copy something. If you copy something, you're going to get picked up for plagiarism for, you know, copyright. So there's nothing wrong with having inspiration, but just don't be blatant with it. So with this ARP right here, we end up having, you know, it's just a really simple ARP. But yeah, that's all the melodies. If I play them all together, we have something along the lines of, I'll just chop all of these up quickly just so I can kind of, give you a feel about what it's supposed to sound like all together. Drag that one over there, drag that one over there. It's kind of nice. It's kind of, packed as well. And that's kind of one thing that I've picked up with Rage Beats is, it has a lot going on, but there's still room for an artist as well. But given the fact that that's all the melodies, obviously we're going to be getting onto the drums now. And when it comes to the drums, I kept them really, really, really simple. I didn't I didn't want to go overcomplicated. Words are fucking hard. Didn't want to go overcomplicated with it. Just wanted to keep, a nice, simple rhythm. So with the hats, it is the Diamonds hat from the Palace kit. It sounds like so. Just a really simple two-step pattern. We do have, some breaks in there as well. But after the hi-hats comes the clap, which is just, yet again, from the Palace kit. It's called the OG clap. The velocity is all the way up, and that one sounds like so. So I'll just quickly go into here, piano roll it. Now, one thing for people who don't know, in FL Studio 20, they actually brought it back. Wasn't available in FL Studio 12, but in FL Studio 20, this arrow up here, if you right-click it and hit Advanced Looping, you get all of these bars on the right-hand side over here. Then just right-click, go to bar. That's what I did with this clap, and it practically just loops that clap over and over and over again without having to add it in numerous times. If I was, to go over here, we have one instance, as you can see with this white arrow over here, that's where it actually stops, that's where it loops. But if I drag it out, no matter how long I drag it out, the clap's always going to be there. It's just, something that has made life so much easier. But after the clap, we get into this accent snare, which is from the Cody kit, the Cody Reddit drum kit. It's the accent-ish snare. Just giving it some bounce on top of that one as well. Then obviously, we have the kick pattern, which is from the Cody Reddit drum kit. Yet again, it's his go-to kick. Just something really, really, really simple. Didn't want to go over complicated with it. Then we get to the part that everyone's been waiting for, which is the 808. The 808 here is yet again from the Cody Reddit drum kit. It's the Drowish 808, and it sounds like so. Literally just playing the root notes of the chords of, the main progression. Then other than that, we just have my producer tag, couple of laser effects, basic riser, and then a smooth transition. Which, by the way, all those effects minus my producer tag, those effects, yet again, all come from the Cody Reddit drum kit. The sounds in there are honestly incredible. That Chucky laugh actually came from a XXX Tentacion drum kit that I was able to get my hands on. But two effects now with the chords, practically everything. There's no effects on it until we get over to this one here, which is the ARP. It's just got, reverb on it, just pushing it in the background a little bit. Then if we go to insert 6, which all of these serums are actually linked to insert 6, it's got an EQ just tidying it up, just getting rid of some of the low end. It's practically just doing nothing. It's just, low end, boosting the high end a little bit, just keeping it clean. Just, it's really subtle, not much is happening there. Then we do have a chorus that I have turned down to 40% just to make it feel, a little bit different compared to what it actually sounded like originally. Then a flanges, that one's down to 40% as well, and an OTT, literally just using it to glue it all together. If I was to turn the effects off, it would just sound like so. I'll just go over and I'm just trying to think what would actually work. Let's go here. All right, let's go to this one. All right, but like I said, I rendered it out, so we ended up having over here. All that I have on here is a portal, but yeah, that's the last effect that I actually have on this. It's just a portal, which is automated. It's something I do in all of my beats. I have a section where I kind of cut it up a little bit, throw portal on. It's just my signature sound. But other than that, if we go to, the effects with the 808 is just a limiter, which has been sidechained with the kick. Then another one just to stop it from redlining because there were parts of the 808 where it was just suddenly, spiking up really, really loud. There was just a sudden spike. So I just threw another limiter in just to stop those spikes from happening. The kick is just been sidechained to the 808 with the first limiter that's there. The hi-hats, no effects, no effects, no effects. That 808 not actually being used. Then we have, all of my effects here. There's nothing on them in regards to, external effects. Going to the master chain, this is the one thing that a lot of people might be interested in. My master chain, pretty simple. Reverb delay is actually being automated at the end with these two automation clips, as you can see, turning on at the end, but for the whole track, nothing there. Also, a master automation with the volume going down over time. So we have reverb washout, master volume going down, so it kind of, cuts each other out. It's something I always tend to do. I call it the whitewash effect. But other than that, we do have a soft clipper. The first one has a threshold of 2.1 and a post on 88%. Then I throw in a Fresh Air. This is a free plugin. If you do want it, Google Fresh Air. I'll be leaving a link to it in the description down below. Feel free to grab it. It's completely free. Basically, it just puts in a little bit more sparkle to a sample, or to whatever you apply it to. Just makes certain parts stand out. Think about it as like an EQ, but it's mostly focused to the mid and highs, doesn't really focus on the lows. But yeah, with this Fresh Air, I boost the mids and the highs by 5%. Then another soft clipper, this one with a threshold of 2.2 and a post of 80, literally right before that tip there, just to make it, clip a little bit. Then last but not least, we do have an Ozone 9. The imager is turned off. The equalizer, I'm using a preset called Gentle Polish. It's always my go-to. Then I just tweak a little bit over here in regards to what needs to be boosted, what needs to be cut. Decided to boost, the 808 just to give it a bit more presence. Boost the high ends in regards to, the hats and the snare, stuff like that, given the fact that it was kind of being pushed back a little bit with the melody. Speaking of, the sample of the melody, decided to cut it down a little bit because that's where it had, a lot of presence, but that was kind of, making it sound really muddy. Maximizer, true peak, ceiling on 0. Never move the ceiling knob. It's actually going to destroy the sound. Make sure true peak is on, and then you can change the threshold. Now, you can either hit learn threshold to get a target of, -14. That's usually the go-to target, but I usually don't like how it sounds there. It's not as crispy, so I decided just to move the threshold down a little bit, hit gain match. That's literally all I do. But yeah, that right there is the rage beat that I have made, which I have called Stacking It Up. Hopefully you learned something. If you did, yet again, really would appreciate it if you hit that subscribe button if you are new. And a reminder that I do stream live over on Twitch every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So feel free to, jump over there, catch me being an idiot online. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Peace out, and I'll catch you all next week for another beat breakdown. Peace out, motherfuckers.